Places, everybody, places. Nah, I'm kidding, but welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today I'll just be giving a small update. Not sure why almost all the fish are over here. I think we're just missing the mandarin, but hope you guys stick around. Alright, so starting with the zoa right here, I've noticed over the past 2 weeks or so, it has really kind of spread out and kind of stretched across the rocks, unlike the one right there on the right side. I think this has to deal with my lights being a little too high maybe, so I actually dialed them back a little bit, and I'll give you guys an update in probably 2 weeks on how these guys do. Alright, moving on to my torches. This Aussie one has been doing well like usual. I haven't seen much growth in it, but at least it's not losing its colors or dying. That's always a good thing. And yeah, my clownfish really loves this thing. At night, whenever it's kind of shrunk up, it goes to the gonis, so she's enjoying that thing. Moving on to this blueberry whatever name torch. This one, it seems like it's really happy at the spot. I still regret just gluing the skeleton straight onto the rock. I really cannot remove it. I gave it another try, but I just don't want to crack the skeleton. My cotton candy right here has been doing really well. It's finally split into 3 heads, so yeah, looking happy. I did notice though that its polyps are a little bit shorter, so not sure if it's the flow, but yeah. Alright, moving on to the algae / goni garden. These guys actually have been doing pretty well for me. Ever since I removed the MP10 that was kind of blasting flow in this area, I've noticed a lot more extension out of the polyps, and overall I think this goni / algae section has been doing the best for me, except for this pink one. It was pissed off one day. I wasn't really sure, maybe one of the hermits was picking at it, but I really hope this pink one colors up because the other 3 are looking beautiful. And my Roy grandma just kind of gave us a side eye, yawned a little bit. I guess he's tired too. Felt that, bro. And yeah, he's just saying hi. Alright, next we have the lower left section of the tank. I really need to give this side more love because this Acan and Blasto aren't even like glued down. So like some days they're like flipped over and I have to flip them back. But this yellow and blue Acan surprisingly has recovered super well. 1 week it was super pissed off. Did a water change, it came back. Even its colors are really nice today. The purple one is growing. I just need to, like I said, I just probably need to glue them down. And ever since I added that jar on the back of the tank, this side has been cyano free. So I think that was one of the best moves I made. Alright, now to flip on the other side, and one of the worst moves I made. So this little hole I made right here for the Autofish feeder, it actually is too small because if you think about it, when it rotates, some may fall off on the side. So that's a shame. As of right now, I kind of stuck in this little cubby. I think I'm going to trim off the little triangle looking bars, and yeah, just for you guys to know in the future, if you guys do make a lid, make it a little bit bigger. Alright, moving on to the sticks. Pikachu Acro is doing okay. I do see some extension, but haven't seen too much from it. This other Acro I'm not too sure about. This one's losing a little bit of its colors, so I'm a little worried about it. Goldenrod is growing, but not coloring up like how I want it to be. And I think it's because my nitrate and phosphate are kind of bottomed out right now, maybe possibly from Chato. So I think I'm gonna just have to feed a little bit more. Acro in the back is actually showing really nice polyp extension and starting to encrust on the rocks. I really have this bad camera angle and I can't really get a good focus on it, but it's doing alright. I do see some new branches growing out on the sides. And surprisingly, my purple monster zoa, one of my slowest growing ones, have grown 2 new babies, one on the left and one on the right. All my zoas are battling just algae growing all over them and verminid snails. Same goes for this hammer. I really need to take this one out and trim up the verminid snails that are on the skeleton. I think that may be why it's a little bit closed up. Usually it's a little bit puffier, more like rounded. But for some reason this one has been doing okay, just not its best. So I have to check this one out. Moving on to the other hammers. This one has been doing alright, recovering. Frog spawn split into 3 heads, not looking happy right now as of this video. I think I just need to find a new spot for it, one with probably some lower flow. I'm not sure where I'll put it yet. OG hammer doing great as always, and the little baby one is starting to show some colors. Not really. Feels super empty ever since I lost about like 3 hammers in this garden, but hopefully we can get those back soon. Micromusa from Worldwide Corals is doing great, growing some new babies. I did pick up some new zoas that are on my sand bed. Exospears from last video are surviving. I do see them out, and I think they're doing okay around here. Hopefully they get some new polyps soon. On the left side here, we have the GMK zoa. This one has not melted on me yet, and yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know how fast they grow. If you have them, please let me know below. Earlier in the video, I said the gonis are probably doing the best in my tank. I might have to take that back. This pink acro has made a comeback from the last video. If you guys remembered, it was bleached a little bit in the front side, but as you guys can see here, it's made a full recovery. Believe it or not, the 2 branches in the middle were from the original frag that I got, and it has not grown, and that left one is the newest branch that has grown, and that one is so happy right there. Moving on to the Miyagi tort, you can see a lot of the green. I think it's new growth, which is good news. This Oregon blue-green tort, some variety, is doing okay down there. And on the top right here, we have the what you would call the Oregon blue tort. And this one, slow growing. I think it's pulling a little bit at the bottom, but overall, it's doing okay. Alright, so moving back to the right side of the tank. This Elegance has been doing okay. It's been looking the same ever since I've gotten it. I wish my clowns hosted in this coral instead of my gold torch, but you know, can't really control them. Here is my red dragon acro, smooth skin acro. I think it's been okay at this spot. I haven't seen too much extension. I'm not sure if the smooth polyps even really have extension. And yeah, Aiptasia is coming back in my tank. That's a problem for the future. I'm not sure how I'll deal with it. Last time I did nudibranchs, I do have some wrasses in the tank, so I'm not sure if they will eat it. The other ugly I'm facing are these, I'm not sure if they're like dead, these bubble algae. They're like kind of transparent, not really green as you're used to seeing. So you have some on this rock, a lot on this goni rock. I think I'm just gonna go in there one day, scrub it off with a brush, and try to vacuum it out. But yeah, that's probably the worst thing I've been facing. Cyanos hasn't really been a problem. There's like a little bit at the sand, but very minimal. This is just a quick clip of me feeding everybody some frozen brine shrimp. Quick update on feeding flakes and pellets. So my leopard wrasse has actually started eating flakes really well, and I actually caught him the other day, or her, sorry, the other day eating a pellet. So I'm pretty hopeful on the future of this leopard wrasse. But my possum wrasse is the one that's super picky, and he will not touch flake or pellets. So I don't know. I've had him for a while, so I don't know if he would ever change. The other challenge is my mandarin. I haven't had much luck of him picking up frozen, even whenever I stop the flow. So I'll probably just keep loading up on pods and dosing Fido, and hope all things go well. So yeah, that kind of wraps up this week's video. Hope everybody had a great Labor Day weekend. I had like a 4-day weekend, so it felt amazing. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, give a thumbs up, comment with any questions, subscribe, and take it easy. I'll catch you guys in the next one.